This is question number 15 of homework 7 for chapter 6. A bottling company uses two inputs to produce bottles of the soft drink sludge, bottling machines K and workers L. The isocones have the usual smooth shape. The machines cost $1,000 per day to run, so that's the price of the machine, and the workers earn $200 per day, and that's the price of the workers' wage W. At the current level of the production, the marginal product of machines MP subscript M is an additional 317 bottles per day, and the marginal product of labor MP subscript L is 24 more bottles per day. Is this firm producing at minimum cost? If it is minimizing cost, explain why. If it is not minimizing cost, explain how the firm should change the ratio of inputs it uses to lower its cost. So the key to answer this question is to refer to the textbook as what we understood as the last dollar rule. So basically, mathematically formulated that the marginal product of labor divided by the price of labor, which is W, the wage, equals the marginal product of capital divided by the price of the capital, that's R. And here the capital is the machine, so it's a marginal product of M divided by the price of M, that's R. So if this holds, then the firm is minimizing the non-run cost, and if it is not, then the firm is not minimizing the non-run cost. So we just need to plug in the numbers to see whether this equation holds. And for the setup, we can see that the marginal product of M, that's 317. So let me write down that marginal product of M, that's 317. Marginal product of labor, that's 24. And R, that's 1,000. And W, the wage rate, that's $200. So now let's say whether that $1 last dollar rule equation holds. So MPM divided by R, that's 317 divided by 1,000. That gives me 3.117. And marginal product of labor divided by the W, that equals 24 divided by 200. So that gives me 0.12. So obviously these two do not equal each other, and actually this holds. The marginal product of capital divided by the price of capital is greater than the marginal product of labor divided by the price of labor. So this means the firm is not minimizing the cost. So how should the firm change its behavior in order to lower the cost? So to lower the cost, the firm needs to keep the equation balanced. So how can we lower this number? Because right now the marginal product of capital divided by the price of capital is a greater number. So we need to lower this number. And keep in mind that the marginal product of capital is a decreasing function of the capital. Hence, to lower this number, because the price of capital is a fixed number. So to lower this ratio, we need to lower the marginal product of capital. And to lower the marginal product of capital, because the marginal product of capital is a decreasing function of the capital, we need to increase the amount of the capital. Hence, we need to increase the number of machines, and at the same time to decrease the number of workers. Hence, the marginal product of labor can increase. So let's see which number matches our analysis. Is not minimizing the cost of production, because this holds, and that's not true. It's actually the other way around. And B is not minimizing the cost of production, because this holds. No, this doesn't hold. This actually is the same as the Nostradana rule, as we wrote in the PowerPoint slides or in the book. Just rearrange the terms. C is minimizing the cost. That's not true either. D is not minimizing the cost of production, because this holds. That's correct, and should use more labor and fewer machines. But the solution is exactly the opposite to what we just analyzed. E is not minimizing the cost of production, because this holds. That's true, and should use less labor and more machines. And based on our analysis, E is correct. So check answer, we're done.